Well, to the story that's been developing through the week may turn out to be one of these stories of the year. And I say that in an ANC election year, a rough ride again for the ANC chair, Gwede Mantashe, at the Cosatu Congress for the second day in a row. Cosatu members, bear in mind, they belong to the alliance, said they did not want to see the ANC there. You'll remember Mantashe being booed off stage yesterday. Today, he said formally the ANC was leaving the Congress. The so-called Tripartite alliance of the ANC, Cosatu and the South African Communist Party has been the movement which has perhaps defined South African society and certainly our politics more than any other in the last 30 years. Our reporter Mbali, Thethani, watching what may turn out to be historic developments. Mbali, good afternoon to you. A second day in a row, Gwede Mantashe not able to actually address members of the Tripartite alliance. How does he feel about it?
Well, of course, it's been a tough couple of days for Gwede Mantashe. And you'd remember that initially it was indeed the ANC president, Cyril Ramaphosa, who was meant to give that message of support to Cosatu's Congress. But of course, we now know that yesterday he went to Winnie Mandela's birthday celebration. And of course, he has been busy with other engagements. But it has truly been a very tough time for the ANC when it comes to its tripartite alliance, Cosatu. And you'd also remember, Stephen, with the issues around, the labour issues, that 3% wage increment. And yesterday, quite vividly there, seeing how angry those workers are. Of course, today, Gwede Mantashe coming back, even though he was heckled and booed off stage. Today, basically saying that, well, he was there for the better part of the morning. We knew that Cosatu had indeed said that one thing that was not been able to conclude yesterday on the agenda was the message from the ANC. And of course, they then said that they will be speaking to their unions to try and, of course, get Mantashe to eventually speak to the workers who had come to that 14th National Congress. But let's take a listen to what Gwede Mantashe had to say a bit earlier on when he decided to leave.
We're not going to speak today, and we're given a flip-flop promise that they will still discuss it further. Now, I think it is too much of a burden on the Federation to try to push them to allow her to speak. We have not been allowed to speak. In May Day, the President was not allowed to speak in Rustenburg. So it's not a new occasion. I think 1 year, President Zuma was not allowed to speak in Mangaung. And we have actually endured that abuse. We have continued to allow every alliance partner to speak in ANC occasions.
So Mantashe picks up his bags, takes his ball and walks away. What does that mean for the alliance? What does he say about the alliance?
Of course, it's a strong message. I mean, earlier this year, they did the same thing to Cyril Ramaphosa as well, the ANC president. But now, Stephen, when we spoke to Mantashe, and also attributing this to even what Solly Mapaila had to say when he addressed, the Congress earlier today, when it comes to their relationship with the ANC, saying that the alliance itself is decaying. Also coming out there strongly from Mantashe, saying that basically when you look at this alliance, he says the alliance is weak. Let's take a listen to what he had to say about the alliance, Stephen.
No, I'm not going to. Actually, even if I must address the Congress tomorrow, I will not be here tomorrow. Okay. I was here yesterday. I was here today. I have not been given a platform. I won't grab it. It means the alliance is weak. It has weakened a great deal. We'll have to go get together and try to rebuild it. No, I imagine that when you file a divorce papers, you want the other partner to respond. So you invite that partner to a sitting, to a meeting, and discuss. I think that is the status of that invitation.
Strong divorce papers. The last time we heard that in our politics was Masiwa Lakota handing his divorce papers to the ANC and the formation of a Congress of the People. In the middle of all of this, Solly Mapaila, the leader of the South African Communist Party, he was talking, did I get it right? He says that the SACP is ready to stand for elections.
Of course.
They've said this before.
Of course, you're certainly right, Stephen, and these are words that we're hearing once more coming out from the SACP. They didn't say that they are contesting the elections, but basically a very strong warning there coming in from another alliance partner saying that they are ready and they are ready, to run in the elections. And of course, yesterday, Stephen, even speaking to some of those workers from Cosatu, warning the ANC once again, saying that 2024 is around the corner. If you do not resolve your issues with workers, the issue around workers supporting you in 2024 is quite slim. And of course, when you look at even the stats coming in for the 2024 elections, it's really going to be a tough time going into this conference for the ANC and even starting to prepare for those 2024 elections.
And Solly Mapaila was making a point about politics and criminality. What was he saying?
Of course, he also touched a lot on that, speaking there in codes, one would say, that you'd know that even in the ANC, one issue that has been at the heart is the issue around corruption. And, the SACP coming out there strongly to lament corruption within the ANC. And, of course, saying that they should also not allow themselves, or they should not rather be dragged into the politics of the ANC and the internal battles.
Mbali, Thethani, thanks very much indeed.